Okay, I'm going to show you today how to plant a basket of flowers for Flowers R Us. So the first thing that you want to do is get your flowers, and you have to get them out of the 6-pack. The best way to do that is to pinch the bottom and kind of loosen it up and then pull it out. Now, as you're pulling it out, they are going to want to grab on to each other, but just if you do it very gently, they'll come undone. Now, the next thing you need to do is to kind of break the bottom roots so that when they're planted, they will start growing very quickly. And then when you're deciding the placement of the 3 flowers, think of a smiley face or a triangle. So here could be the eyes, and that could be the mouth, or you could think of it as a triangle. Also, another important thing to remember is look at the flower. You want the blooms to face out. You don't want them to face in, or all those pretty blooms are going to just be towards the middle and nobody's going to get to see them. So the next step would just take your fingers and you get a nice deep hole and drop it down in, okay? And then make sure you like the way that you've placed your flower, and then put the dirt around it. When you pat, just make sure you're patting the soil that's around the flower and not the actual flower stems, because they will break. Now, there's going to be a time or two that you do actually break a stem. That's just part of it, and we're just not going to worry too much about that. You don't have to tell me about it. All right, so I'm ready to start the next one. And I pinch the bottom, and I pull it out. Now look at my flower. Now if you happen to get a flower that maybe has 1 bloom or no blooms, but it's got lots of buds, that's totally fine to use. But let's not use more than 1 of them in a pot, because we want our customers to see lots of pretty blooms. So if 1 doesn't have blooms at the time, I think that's okay. But let's not have more than 1. All right, we're ready to do the 3rd one. And we're going to grab one here and pull it out. I'm going to look at it, see where those blooms are. Pull the roots at the bottom and set it in. Okay? Then I'm going to pat, pat, pat all around the flower. And then I'm going to look at it. I'm going to make sure that I got it really in nice and neat. And then it's all done.